It's 3 in the morning. You're walking through your own house when you hear a noise, a light bump, a drawer opening. You freeze. Your front door is still locked, windows closed. You're not alone. In the kitchen, a figure stands calmly, as if he belongs there. He doesn't run. He stares at you, not with fear, but with curiosity. That look tells you everything. This man isn't here for your wallet. He studied you, planned this moment, watched you for weeks, and now you're part of his story. The psychology of serial killers, how psychopaths are made. Serial killers are not born with knives in their hands, but their stories often begin long before their first murder, back in childhood. The case studies begin with animal cruelty, the first warning sign, torturing pets, pulling wings off insects, watching suffering, not with sadness, but fascination. Then comes the detachment, no empathy, no guilt, a growing hunger for control. Take Jeffrey Dahmer. As a boy, he collected roadkill, stored bones, watched decomposition like a craft. Years later, he would keep human skulls in his apartment, trying to build the perfect, obedient companion. Or Ted Bundy, the charming law student. But as a child, he enjoyed watching people in pain, not physically, but emotionally. He'd go to sand pits to dig holes and watch other kids fall into them. Childhood fantasies evolve. They learn to mimic humanity. They seem normal, attractive, intelligent. But behind the mask is something far more dangerous, a lack of conscience. And that's where psychology meets murder. Investigation, inside the mind of a predator. When investigators encountered these killers, they found something chilling. Serial killers don't kill for the act itself. They kill for what it signifies. For some, it's power. For others, control. For a select few, it's transformation. The FBI's Behavioral Science Unit studied these motives intensely. Their findings were shocking. Type 1, the visionary killer. He hears voices, sees visions, thinks he's commanded by God or the devil. David Berkowitz, the son of Sam, claimed his neighbor's dog told him to kill. Type 2, the mission-oriented killer. He believes he's cleansing the world. He targets specific groups, like sex workers or people of a specific race. He thinks he's the hero. Type 3, the hedonistic killer. He kills for pleasure, sometimes sexual, sometimes emotional. These are your Dahmers, your Bundys. They relive the crime over and over in their heads. Type 4, the power/control killer. He doesn't care how long it takes. All he wants is domination, to turn a living person into a puppet. Like BTK, bind, torture, kill. Different motives, but one common thread. They view people as objects. The clues, behavioral trails, and rituals. Serial killers may seem smart, but they don't kill silently. They leave patterns, not physical ones, but psychological signatures. These can be positions of the body, wounds made after death, items taken or left behind, messages written nearby. These aren't mistakes, they're expressions. Bundy returned to his crime scenes. Dahmer kept souvenirs. BTK sent taunting letters written like a craftsman admiring his own work. That's where profiling became critical. Investigators and psychologists would study the signature and understand the killer's fantasies. Sometimes it reveals more than fingerprints ever could. Because to catch a serial killer, you need more than forensic science. You need to think like them. Aftermath. What we learned about the human psyche. One truth became clear after interviewing dozens of these predators. They don't kill out of necessity. They kill because they want to. It's about urges, fantasies, the need to feel something, anything, in the emotional void. Most are narcissistic. They feel superior to others, believe rules don't apply to them. Many see themselves as artists. Killing is their masterpiece. But there's a deeper layer. Nearly all share a triad of early warning signs. Lack of empathy. No remorse for pain caused. Compulsion for domination. Need to control others completely. Fantasy addiction. Obsession with violent imagination. And once the fantasy isn't enough, they act. That transformation from fantasy to murder is the critical moment. And psychology is often the only clue of when that line will be crossed. Closure, the unsettling truth. There's something terrifying about serial killers. Not just what they do, but why. They look like us, speak like us, even work among us. But inside, there is no shame, no guilt, no conscience, just void. We often see them as monsters, but that's the uncomfortable truth. They're not supernatural. They are human. Human in form, in thought, but utterly empty where the heart should be. And that's what chills us to the bone. Because if the line between ordinary and killer can blur this much, what does that say about us?